Hello and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am the Crushinator, and I will be your host for tonight's matchup between the members of Team Happy Cloud and ReGen Phoenix here in Division A East. We are in the final week of regular season for NGS, but this one's a particularly exciting one for reasons I'm about to tell you about. Let's go to the tail of the tape. Take a look at our two teams today. Team Happy Cloud coming into tonight's matchup 5-4, 13-9 on the map records. Most played maps for them so far, Battlefield of Eternity. They are 4-2, and they are 3-0 on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Some of the most played heroes for them, 4-3 on Stukov, 5-0 on Junkrat, and 4-1 on Diablo. Looking over at ReGen Phoenix, they are also 5-4, coming in at 11-11 on the map record. Most played maps for them so far, they're currently 1-5 on Infernal Shrine, so not doing so well on their most played map, but they are 2-2 on Dragonshire. Most played heroes for them, they are 6-5 on Anduin, 5-3 on Tychus, and 3-5 on Johanna. Now what's so exciting about this match is you'd think this would be like 4 seed versus 5 seed based on these records. This is actually 2nd seed versus 7th seed right now. It's so close in this division. We've got ourselves a draft brewing, so let's head on over to the map screen, let you know about the setup today. Volskaya Foundry, Hanamura Temple, Battlefield of Eternity, and Braxis Holdout are banned out today. And our first map is going to be Dragonshire. Teams are rip-rearing and ready to go, so let's jump on into this draft and see ReGen Phoenix, our first to act, thinking about their first ban here. See what their thoughts are here on Dragonshire. It's going to be a Stukov banned away, so taking away one of the most played healers from Team Happy Cloud. If you are in the chat and you're wondering where all my exercise channel point redemptions went, it's just temporarily disabled, don't worry. I got my flu shot today and my body is in full revolt. So we're going to take the night off of this strenuous exercise. So just go ahead and hoard those bananas, keep them for future broadcasts. Team Happy Cloud going to go ahead and ban away Gazlo, doing very well right now, and excellent point control hero as always, which is very important here on Dragonshire. So not too surprising to see that sort of ban come out. ReGen Phoenix, they've banned away the Stukov. Let's see if they want to keep on the target bans or if they want to think a little bit more about the meta options. It's going to be an ETC ban. ETC, good brawler, good setup hero. Just a strong tank overall. Team Happy Cloud going to ban away Imperius, so limiting the off-lane options with the Gazlo and the Imperius bans here. That gives ReGen Phoenix first pick opportunity. We'll see what they're going to prioritize here on Dragonshire. You're often thinking about brawlers, you're thinking about 2v2s, maybe some kind of heavy rotation. It's going to be a pretty neutral pick to start things off. Rabid Penguin going to lock in the Raynor, coming in first. I mean, Raynor fits into a whole lot of comps. He just great on the camp clear, can help out with consistent damage, great little knockback. So ReGen Phoenix sort of hiding the essence of their draft with that Raynor pick. We'll have to see how that develops in their next two. That doesn't give Team Happy Cloud a lot to go on, so let's see what they want to develop here. OJ Juice is going to jump on the Cassia, and Galaxy Quest is going to get on that undefeated Junkrat. So both DPS locked in here for Team Happy Cloud. Junkrat can definitely get some work done here on Dragonshire just because point control is so important, and having those two small entrances to the bottom shrine gives Junkrat a lot of power here. Garrosh and Lucio are the picks going to come through for Mudge and Recyclic. So no follow-up stun to the Garrosh just yet. We'll have to see what their second DPS pick is going to be to try to help follow up that Garrosh. But a fast Garrosh with the Lucio speed boost is definitely something to be afraid of. Chromie Band going to come on out. Trying to reduce the long-range siege capability. Here's Team Happy Cloud. It's going to be a Brightwing ban from ReGen Phoenix. Brightwing being able to global in and visit to turn those, you know, even fights into odd number fights. Definitely a strong possibility. Some good thinking there from ReGen Phoenix. Team Happy Cloud with their next 2 picks, they've got their DPS locked in. They've got plenty of options on the tank front. It's going to be Johanna for Fade and R275 Delta. It's going to be playing some Deckard. Interesting little setup we've got going here. So we do have the blind synergy in Cassia Johanna. Deckard keeping people still to help Cassia pump out that damage. Johanna grouping him up. Junkrat just kind of gets free damage all the time and a lot of repositioning. Okay. I can see that working. ReGen Phoenix looking to fill out their draft here. It's going to be Artanis. Ooh, my favorite. Played by Arrow in the top lane. And Deribo will be on the Lunara. So not going with a follow-up stun for the Garrosh. Instead going for the pushback and the slow and just consistent strong damage. And Bret Michaels will respond to the Artanis with an Arthas pick. Slowing down that Artanis attack speed not only knocks out the damage, not knocks out the survivability. So that'll be a match up to watch out for sure. Alright, we've got ourselves a draft. It's going to be Team Happy Cloud versus ReGen Phoenix here on Dragonshire. Here we go. Alrighty, loading on in here to Dragonshire. We're going to get another quick look at our comps. Artanis Arthas, that's a very interesting matchup. I'll definitely be looking forward to seeing how that one goes. We don't have to wonder any longer. So here we go. On the left in the blue, we have Team Happy Cloud. With Bret Michaels on the Arthas, R275 Delta on the Deckard, OJ Juice on the Junkrat, Galaxy Quest is playing Cassia, and Fade is on the Johanna. On the right in the red, it is ReGen Phoenix with Mudge on the Garrosh, Rabid Penguin on the Rainer, Psychic on Lucio, Deribo is on the Lunara, and Arrow is playing Artanis.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Game is underway. Game number 1 here on Dragonshire. Cassia going to be stacking up those Qs on level 1. Arthur's going to be looking to get those Frostmourne Hungers hits. Going for the trait build on one. Artanis still holding that level 1 pick. We'll have to see what Arrow wants to pick up. Whether it's going to be the increased siege damage or going for the stacks. It's actually going to be the reactive parry. So we're going to try to reduce the auto attack damage coming out from Cassia, from Arthas, here on level 1. Looks like Fade trying to catch members of ReGen Phoenix on the rotation, but only going to catch Mudge for now. So the teams move right down to the bottom lane here. Our solo laners retreat to the top. Fade thrown out of lane to try to reduce the wave clear opportunities. Mudge getting a huge warbreaker there, almost onto 3. And Fade's going to have to move back and get those Deckard potions rolling to heal on up. So we see ReGen Phoenix is on top of these rotations. Deribo having to be a little bit careful around this Cassia. Mudge going into the backline. That's going to be a medallion popped by Cassia here in the early going. Checking in up here. Looks like Arthas is getting the better of the wave clear for the meantime, forcing Artanis on back. But down here in the bottom lane, the right side siege was picked up. Uh-oh, Mudge is thrown in here. Gonna try to force an invade. Team Happy Cloud trying to back on out and reposition. And it's a full invade here from ReGen Phoenix. Are they going to commit to this? Mudge trying to move up onto the point. And the cap was unavailable for so long that ReGen Phoenix is forced back. Nice pickup there by Team Happy Cloud. Checking back in up here. Arthas doing a fantastic job. Going to be trying to control this point versus the Artanis. Both siege camps going to be cleared away down in the bottom lane. Rabid Penguin with that Executioner on one is going to try to solo this camp here, but looks like Recycling will be coming in to help out. This Rainer's health pool is still a little bit low at this level to be soloing that camp, even with the Executioner pickup. Right now, Team Happy Cloud could be looking at a quick cap here as our Arrow is forced out by Brett Michaels. Fade is looking for a quick cap in the center. Can Rabid Penguin get the interrupt? Oh no, doesn't get it. Waited just a little bit too long, and that's a very early Dragon Knight going over to Team Happy Cloud. A little bit of a miscue coming out there from ReGen Phoenix, but this Dragon Knight is going to be very, very weak so early in the game, so we'll have to see how much he can get done. Mudge trying to keep Galaxy Quest off the wall, leaving the rest of ReGen Phoenix to try to burn down this Dragon Knight. But right now, Arthas is actually having a tough time clearing away the top camp. Junkrat's going to have to come up and help that out. As we see Arrow creating some space in the mid lane, and the Dragon Knight being forced back to the center. So overall, losing an early Dragon Knight didn't hurt ReGen Phoenix too much here. It's still going to be hanging out, but without the tank, uh-oh. Mudge accidentally throwing Cassia the wrong direction. Going to have to pop the Indomitable and start walking on out of there. But this Dragon's going to expire without getting a whole lot done here in the early going. Artanis going to have to be careful as OJ Juice looking to get the kill onto Artanis, but will not get that done. Fade thrown into the backline. There's the Iron Skin being popped. Going to allow Johanna to walk on out of there. Starebo, every little bit of damage onto Junkrat is meaningful. We're going to see Team Happy Cloud go ahead and pick up their own Bruiser camp on the left-hand side. Starebo just trying to force back Junkrat here in the mid lane. Got a 3v1 down here on the bottom, so Rabid Penguin with that Executioner is going to start sieging away and forcing Johanna to back up. Without a minion wave, though, they're going to have a bit of trouble stepping up, but Starebo coming down as well. The siege could continue here. Left side Bruiser is picked up. Arthas is going to rotate to the mid lane to try to help out Junkrat, relieve the pressure there. Uh-oh, Fade is getting body blocked here by Mudge. Pops the Iron Skin once again. Manages to stay alive as Brett Michaels coming all the way down from the top lane to make this a 5v4. ReGen Phoenix going to have to be careful about this engage. Starebo staying alive on the edges, just throwing out as much poison as possible. Mudge trying to go in there. Finds the throw onto Fade. Oh, Iron Skin just available. Seems like Fade always has that just in time. Almost a kill there onto Johanna. But with a heavy rotation, no deaths to be had. Arrow given the opportunity to clear away this Bruiser. Left side siege is once again here for Team Happy Cloud. But it looks like ReGen Phoenix is just going to go ahead and take their own. Not going to worry about the invade on this cycle. Left side siege has been picked up, and there goes the right side siege. Starebo moving up very aggressively here, knowing exactly the range they can move in versus this Johanna. Gonna have to watch out for those Junkrat grenades, though. That reposition could be deadly. Checking in on the experience, we're very even right now. Pretty even on the minions and mercenaries. No hero kills so far in the game. So it's going to take an extra kill or two, maybe an interrupted rotation for one team to get level 10 significantly before the other. Starebo coming in from the outside once again, just trying to put some extra damage onto the DPS of Team Happy Cloud. Mudge could be in trouble here. Johanna's got the body block. There's the fend from Cassia. Garrosh is going to go down. OJ Juice taking a lot of damage in the backline. Looking to find a potion, can't get there in time, so that's a Garrosh traded out for Junkrat. And now Fade is in trouble. Recycling getting the pushback. And the final kill coming in from ReGen Phoenix is going to secure them level 10. Oh, and our Arrow picks up the kill versus Brett Michaels in the top lane. I think that's going to be a dragon coming in here for Starebo. Super Psychic holding the point for long enough and then scooting on out of here, and there it is. Johanna and Arthas just now coming up, and the Dragon Knight already on the mid wall. Here comes the Hyperion as well, so this siege is going to be significant here in the mid lane. Down here in the bottom lane, Recyclic working on Galaxy Quest, but with no DPS here. This could be a problem. Looks like the Dragon is going to rotate down to the bottom lane here. Gonna try to work on this bottom lane siege. Mid wall was taken out. It's one cannon down. Both towers are going to be down. Galaxy Quest kicked away. Level 10s are here for Team Happy Cloud. So ReGen Phoenix has to be a little bit careful on this engage. Dragon Knight now being targeted by the keep. With the health this low, Lunara's got to think about backing up here. Manages to avoid the impending Deckard route. There it is, Fade thrown in once again. Iron Skin looks to not be available just yet. Gonna pop the Blessed Shield instead. There's a huge sleep coming in from Delta. Oh, a great taunt coming out onto Deckard Kane, and that's gonna be it. There's a sound barrier coming in from Lucio. OJ Juice thrown back by Mudge, and that's 2 kills for ReGen Phoenix. Doribo trying to clean up Cassia. Fade backing off as well. But with this fort still up, that's enough defense to force ReGen Phoenix to back and accept their 2 kills. We'll see how much siege that they can do. They've got a minion wave on the way. Raynor and Lunara are locked in. Doribo stepping on up into Fade. There's the Iron Skin, gonna allow Johanna to back away. They can no longer defend this bottom fort. ReGen Phoenix is gonna pick up the first building of the game here.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Looks like our solo laners just going ahead, working on the clear arrow, thinking about moving in, but is spotted there by OJ Juice. Mudge wanting to move in, seeing if the rest of the team can get up there in time. But it looks like once again it is just going to be the camp trade. Arrow looking for opportunities in the mid lane as both siege camps are going to be captured. Mudge controlling the space here. Doribo's got to be careful. That mine is in a great position for Junkrat. Will not be triggered. With the bottom fort taken out, looks like ReGen Phoenix is going to take advantage of the space and grab this neutral bruiser camp, while we see Team Happy Cloud picking up their left side bruiser. Junkrat trying to clear away the siege camp from afar as Mudge moving on in. Not going to be able to catch Junkrat on that rotation. But with these shrines coming up, Team Happy Cloud is in a tough spot. They're not going to be able to access the bottom shrine. Though Arthas does have the bruiser camp to help out, Artanis is definitely not going to be able to get onto that top point very easily. So Team Happy Cloud buying themselves a little bit of time to get bottom lane back in shape. As we see Artanis now dueling against Arthas. I think Arthas could be in trouble here, as those shields are going to come up mighty quickly. There's the blind coming on out. Arrow just plugging away, trying to get away from the ghouls here. Doribo coming on the outside. Oh, this could be trouble here for Brett Michaels. Rabid Penguin coming across. I think Arthas may have healed up enough. Mudge wants the throw. The Unstoppable is popped. A great use of the medallion. The full rotation from ReGen Phoenix will not find the kill onto Arthas. And here's Fade catching Mudge on the rotation. Indomitable is used. Junkrat trying to control the space here with the mine. That's going to give Team Happy Cloud an opportunity to defend this mid cap. Artanis moving in on Brett Michaels once again, for making this a 4v4 here in the mid lane. Mudge just looking for any opportunity. Finds the stun onto Galaxy Quest. Team Happy Cloud, they've got to be careful. This Lunara damage is going to start stacking up as Doribo is positioning very, very well against this team. Just getting as much free damage in as possible. There's Artanis with the suppression pulse. Blessed Shield goes out. There's the Valkyrie onto her Psychic, though, with the sleep follow-up. Lucio able to boost on through, but meanwhile, Raynor picks up the dragon. Beat drop popped by Lucio. Brett Michaels in some trouble. Here's Doribo with the leaping strike twice, and that's going to take out Arthas. Delta pops the medallion to try to get away from Garrosh here. Once again, ReGen Phoenix. They picked up a Dragon Knight. They're thinking about this mid lane. They've got Arthas down. They're about to get their minion wave moving up. And there the siege begins. Dragon Knight going to start whacking away at this mid fort as Cassia takes the long way down. Mid fort taken out. Junkrat trying to get some alternate push in the top lane. ReGen Phoenix thinking about their next move. They're going to move on down and try to push this bottom lane in, as Arrow's going to move up and try to deal with OJ Juice in the top lane. Can't find the swap, but will push Junkrat back. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, level 16 has arrived for ReGen Phoenix, so they've got an opportunity to possibly engage off this, while Team Happy Cloud is missing their talents. Red Michaels coming in on the outside, but is going to be spotted by the Wisp. And Deribo putting out some big damage. Mudge is a little bit caught here. Has to pop the Indomitable to get that speed back. Suppression Pulse is going to blind the backline for now. Valkyrie catching Lucio once again. And there goes Garrosh. Just so much consistent damage. Raynor trying to get away here. Rabid Penguin healing up. There's the sound barrier just in case. So it's just going to be one kill here for Team Happy Cloud, but a very timely one, as that's going to allow them the advantage and the time to find level 16 for the next fight, as Fudge moving on up. ReGen Phoenix got to be careful here. Deribo just keeping an eye on things, going to throw out some damage, slow the rotations. Arrow trying to swap in Brett Michaels. Oh, almost gets it. Very, very close to putting Arthas in a pretty rough spot there in the mid lane. But it is Team Happy Cloud that get the double siege camp capture. And we're going to see ReGen Phoenix just grab their bruiser, head up to the top lane, and continue their rotations here. Working on the left side bruiser here is Team Happy Cloud. Mudge moving around the center here. Brett Michaels maintaining the mount, making sure no gank comes their way. Fade is going to catch them on the rotation here. This could be trouble. There's the... Oh, Rabid Penguin is saved by the throw of Garrosh, but can Mudge get out of there? Brett Michaels is on the back line. Big sleep from Delta is going to catch the tank, but a huge taunt. That's Arthas going down to the leaping strikes of Deribo once again. Beat drop coming in from a Psychic. Fade trying to get away, but there's so much slow coming out from that Lunara poison. Great saves coming in from ReGen Phoenix. Uh-oh, Lunara could be in trouble here. Pops the Unstoppable. Manages to leap on out of there. This could be trouble for Mudge, though. Does not have the Indomitable this time. Gets blinded by Cassia. Deribo trying to wiggle away. And Team Happy Cloud almost had the money re-engage there. Mudge moving on up once again. OJ Juice caught very far forward. Trying to get away here. Deribo moving up onto Galaxy Quest as well. Mudge wants a throw. There's the Iron Skin from Johanna to deny the Wrecking Ball. Arrow's in deep here. Puts out the Suppression Pulse just in case, as these cannons are still active. That's going to be ReGen Phoenix threatening another Dragon Knight here in the mid lane. Deribo trying to get the quick capture. Brett Michaels manages to get the Q for the interrupt. Galaxy Quest going having to go the other way here. Deribo popping the poison. Is that going to be enough for the kill? It will. Cassia goes down to the poison, but Fade with the kill onto Lunara. It's going to be Deckard going down next. Brett Michaels trying to get away with that slow aura, popping all the zombies that Arthas can eat. Brett Michaels somehow still alive. The slows from Fade and Arthas somehow prevent a third kill. We're going to see OJ Juice delay the Dragon Cap by quickly grabbing the top shrine. But this looks like it's going to be another Dragon Knight going over to ReGen Phoenix, as there's still 2 members left in base. Psychic quickly picking up that tower. Brett Michaels moving up, can't get the interrupt in time, as OJ Juice popping the mine to get away here. ReGen Phoenix gonna focus on the mid push. Arrow threatening to move in here. Iron Skin is baited out by the Dragon Knight. Garrosh just waiting for this minion wave to show up, but Team Happy Cloud doing a great job of clearing away these minions to make sure the cannon towers are all over this Dragon Knight. 1 tower down here. The Hyperion gonna help to finish off the second. Suppression Pulse is in from Arrow. Once again, Cassia kicked away. That's going to be the mid well taken down, and Dragon Knight going to start wailing on this keep. With enough pressure, this could be a keep down here for ReGen Phoenix. Fade looking to go in on the back line. Uh-oh, Dragon taken down here. Indomitable immediately popped by Mudge to allow the escape. There's only a little bit of health left on this keep. ReGen Phoenix finds the swap onto Fade. The throwback is good. Taunt coming out onto Johanna as well. That's so much damage. Sound barrier from her Psychic just to be safe. Oh, the Valkyrie finds Mudge on the retreat, and that's a tank for tank trade. Brett Michaels healing up on the zombies once again, inches from death. But Arthas will survive, and it's going to be a 4v4 and a retreat here for ReGen Phoenix, and they will not get the mid keep. Left side siege is up. Junkrat traps zoning away. We see Arrow soaking a couple of those roots. Bret Michaels going in here. Arrow could be in some trouble, trying to move on to the point. Does get the contest. Lunara going in, looking for the double leap onto Arthas, and that's going to be enough for the kill. Arrow surviving for a while, but ultimately going down. So another 1-for-1 is going to mean this is 3-for-3, at least unless Galaxy Quest finds this kill onto Lunara. Very close there. So a couple of tit for tats there. And these teams are going to be 3-for-3 for a short while. OJ Juice just trying to catch up this bottom lane, give some semblance of control over this bottom shrine. ReGen Phoenix moving around, thinking about the right side camp. Team Happy Cloud, they're on the bottom bruiser here. Garrosh is trying to catch up. It looks like the rest of ReGen Phoenix do not want to risk moving in there as 3, so they're just going to go ahead and pick up their right side siege here. Bruiser will meet the wall. Fade and crew going to move up. Mudge can't find the throw onto Galaxy Quest. That's another medallion used by Cassia. Junkrat with the warding mine. Mudge moving around the outside though. Can't quite find the stun onto Galaxy Quest. Here's the Riptire coming out from Junkrat. Gonna push Mudge back into Team Happy Cloud. Valkyrie is gonna catch the Lucio once again. Suppression Pulse, keeping Garrosh alive for the meantime. Somehow still alive, but there goes Lucio, there goes Garrosh. Rabid Penguin on the retreat. 2 kills for Team Happy Cloud, and they're gonna start their siege of the bottom lane here. Checking in the top lane, Arrow and Bret Michaels dueling away. Arrow could be in some trouble here. Bret Michaels still very high health due to these zombies. Trying to retreat, but that's going to be the solo laner going down. And Team Happy Cloud, they're thinking about their first Dragon Knight since the one they got at like the 2-minute mark here. Uh-oh, Daribo. Oh, is that enough? Great chase there from Team Happy Cloud. Daribo having to avoid the root of Deckard, but could not avoid the last instances of damage coming out from Cassia. And Team Happy Cloud, they've got a big piece of space here. And they're going to start sieging the bottom lane. Arthas trying to keep these catapults, keep the pressure off of the mid and top lanes. But this looks like it's going to be a bottom lane keep for Team Happy Cloud as the Dragon Knight at full health catches up to the crew.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
They might be thinking about going further. The Dragon Knight pressing forward here. Valkyrie's going to catch Lucio. That's a lot coming out. Oh, the sleep and the Riptire catch Lucio. Team Happy Cloud are on the core. The shielding has popped away. Unstoppable by Mudge. Finds the taunt, but that's Garrosh down, and we're 60% on the core. Team Happy Cloud just getting chain after chain kills. And that is gonna be it. Team Happy Cloud bounce back and take game number 1. GG. Very nice game number 1 there. ReGen Phoenix looking like they were in control through the early game, through the mid, but the late game scaling, the few pickup kills in a row, and Team Happy Cloud at level 21 snowball to victory. Very nicely done. Even on player kills that game, it was Galaxy Quest on the Cassia for Team Happy Cloud, leading the way on hero damage, almost 84,500 coming on out. Very nicely done. Daribo on the Lunara for ReGen Phoenix, over 95,500 hero damage. We saw Daribo just moving up and getting so much damage in on the flanks. Very nicely played. Absolutely well done from both teams there. Take a quick look at the talents, and then we're going to go ahead and get set up for game number 2. All right, game number 1 is in the books. Team Happy Cloud strikes first. Can they close out this series with a 2-0, or can ReGen Phoenix strike back? We're going to go to a quick break, but when we come back, it's going to be game number 2. Don't go far. Alrighty, welcome back. We're loading up for game number 2 here. Team Happy Cloud taking the win versus ReGen Phoenix. But it's not over yet. Best of 3 series. Hemibo, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate the support. Is the sound wonky? Uh-oh. Seems okay in my ears right now, but I'll have to check the VOD. Alrighty, looks like we've got ourselves a lobby. So let's jump over to the map screen. Remind you of the state of the series here, so I let the teams know that I am indeed ready. Volskaya Foundry, Hanamura Temple, Battlefield of Eternity, and Braxis Holdout are banned away for this series. Team Happy Cloud chose and were victorious on game number 1, Dragonshire. And game number 2, chosen by ReGen Phoenix, is going to be on Cursed Hollow. Looks like our teams are about ready to go, so we're going to jump right into the draft. Look at that timing. Incredible. Alrighty. Game number 2 is going to be underway here. We do have one substitution coming in for ReGen Phoenix. Arya is in for Arrow. And looking like Team Happy Cloud is the same 5 from game number 1, and indeed they are. Alright, Team Happy Cloud going to be first to act this game. They're going to ban away the Lost Vikings to start things off with. Can definitely get some work done here on Cursed Hollow. So not too surprising, especially with teams as skilled as Division A teams are. There's usually a TLV somewhere in the bag. Where there is a TLV ban, there can sometimes follow an Abathur ban, so I'll be looking to see whether one team wants to ban that out or possibly pick it here on Cursed Hollow. ReGen Phoenix sticking with the Stukov ban, though, not wanting to deal with those big silence plays. Understandable, being silenced is unfun. You don't get to press your buttons. I love pressing my buttons. So ban Stukov all you like. Team Happy Cloud next to act. They've taken away one offlane cheeser, one offlane OP pick. It's going to be the Diva next, so again, focusing onto the offlane is Team Happy Cloud. ReGen Phoenix, thinking about their next ban here. I feel like it's got a... Like, you can do Abathur strats on Cursed Hollow. I don't know if you can do first pick Abathur strats on Cursed Hollow, but you never know. Sometimes if you've got it, you've got it. It's going to be Gazla banned away, though, by ReGen Phoenix. It's been a while since I've seen a good delay and let Abathur get value comp. It's a lot harder than it used to be. I mean, back when Abathur could soak from safety in bushes and stuff, it was the easiest thing in the world to pull off, but now that Abathur has to walk into lane and stuff, it's a lot harder to pull off. And Delta is going to snap in the Brightwing first pick, so taking control of a premier global hero for Team Happy Cloud. So, ReGen Phoenix, thinking about their next options here. Speaking of globals, Falstad sometimes peeks his head out here on Cursed Hollow. Not only for global, but for boss control, so that will be a pick to look out for. Greymane Tyrande will be the pickups for Rabid Penguin and Recyclic. Very lethal combination there. Recyclic on the Tyrande. Alright. Tyrande pairs with a lot of different tanks. Just having such a long range and point and click, well, not point and click, but such a long range on that stun means that you can pick up kills and set up combos with a lot of different tanks. Fade is going to grab the ETC that was banned away last game, and Galaxy Quest is going to go right back onto that Cassia here for Team Happy Cloud. Worked quite well in the first game. They're going to switch up the Johanna for an ETC. Look for a little bit of an extra isolate. Could even be a global coming in from ETC. Sometimes we do see the stage dive on Cursed Hollow. ReGen Phoenix going to take away the Rainer. So they've already got the Greymane locked in. Gonna not give away the often counter-picked Rainer when you see Greymane on the other side, just in terms of matching the similar type of damage, matching the similar type of camp clear. And Team Happy Cloud gonna reduce the tank pool by taking out Garrosh. What a pal coming in with the follow. Thank you very much for the support. Hope you're enjoying the show. ReGen Phoenix, we'll see how they want to close in this Tyrande comp. No Garrosh here for Mudge, gonna have to lock in something else. It's gonna be a Muradin, and Daribo gonna go ahead and pick up the Sonya here. So Daribo flexing over to the solo lane. Will be Aria picking up the second damage for ReGen Phoenix. Brett Michaels and OJ Juice here for Team Happy Cloud, looking to close out the comp. They've got the core here. OJ Juice going to snap up the available Lunara, and Brett Michaels going to be on the Urel. Urel, just a pretty strong laner overall, definitely puts a lot into team fights. Could make Greymane's life pretty difficult, since Greymane has a very short window to go in and do damage. If Urel just bumps him out of there, he just kind of standing there doing nothing. So the blow-ups are going to have to come fast and hard, and look at that! I was right! Last pick Abathur. I called a thing once. Yes! So it's going to be Abathur coming in for ReGen Phoenix. Alrighty. Well, it's not a full, constant delay comp, but with Tyrande delays, Abathur's going to have some time to have some fun. Team Happy Cloud versus ReGen Phoenix, game number 2 on Cursed Hollow. Here we go. Alrighty, loading on in here to Cursed Hollow. See how these two teams clash. On the left in the blue, once again, we have Team Happy Cloud with Brett Michaels on the Urel, OJ Juice on the Lunara, Fade is playing ETC, Galaxy Quest is on the Cassia, and it is R275 Delta on the Brightwing. On the right in the red, it is ReGen Phoenix with Daribo on the Sonya, Mudge is playing Muradin, Rabid Penguin is on the Greymane, Psychic is on Tyrande, and Arya is on the Abathur.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Game number 2 on Cursed Hollow is underway. Cassia once again going to be stacking up those Qs on one. Muradin doing the same, stacking the Stormbolts, and we do have the Stun Quest coming out for Tyrande. How you doing, Doctor? Glad to see you. Brett Michaels waiting to jump over this wall and help the engage. Very, very helpful in this level 1 fight. There's the slide. Greymane blasted into the backline. Psychic trying to peel away here for Rabid Penguin. But First Blood is going to go over to Team Happy Cloud. Very well executed there. Sonya already plugging away here in the top lane. Going to be met by Urel and Brightwing. As we see the rest of Team Happy Cloud looking for a rotation onto Abathur, but safely behind the wall is Arya. Right now we see Cassia just holding down this middle lane versus Muradin. Rabid Penguin just waiting for this camp to become available and getting that right on time here. Daribo actually simultaneously capping the Bruiser camp, so ReGen Phoenix absolutely favoring the macro right away here on Cursed Hollow. Right now, Team Happy Cloud thinking about moving over to their Bruiser camp, going to be spotted by the Mine of Abathur. Greymane picking up the right side Siege. Daribo's going to wrap up this right side Bruiser. Rabid Penguin finding Fade in the rotation here. OJ Juice, oh, this could be trouble. Mudge coming on through. There's Brightwing as well. They want to find the second kill onto Greymane, and they're going to get it. Another kill here for Team Happy Cloud. Daribo working on Urel here. Red Michaels looking to hop away. Daribo on the chase though. Mudge coming up as well. This could be trouble here for Urel. Well-placed Stormbolt. Oh, there's the spear. Urel manages to survive. I didn't think Urel was making it out of there. Very nicely done. Bruiser's meeting in the mid lane. Right now, ReGen Phoenix coming on back to the battlefield. Recyclic landing a nice stun there onto Lunara, kind of blind through the gate. Mudge waiting for a rotation here. Daribo's going to show on the left side. Gonna bait Fade across. A nice little play there coming out from ReGen Phoenix. The spear is here, but Fade has the slide up and available. Mudge going right in onto Galaxy Quest. So both teams sort of trading back and forth, trying to establish dominance on these rotations. And we are going to see a bottom lane tribute spawning here in about 14 seconds. Bright Michaels once again keyed onto by the members of ReGen Phoenix, but will survive. Just having that Dauntless on one, that regeneration with the Q, makes Urel very difficult to take down at any point in the game. Here comes a big rotation from ReGen Phoenix, going to try to find Fade and Galaxy Quest here. Rabid Penguin moving along the outside, trying to put extra damage onto Cassia. Fade slides on through, but it looks like Brightwing's going to come in here for the save, and all of a sudden Rabid Penguin's got to think about the retreat. Mudge, oh no, gets interrupted by Fade. A fantastic face melt. Finds the slide onto Muradin. The fend is there, and Muradin is taken down. What a nice little play there coming out from Team Happy Cloud. And now we see Daribo stuck on the back line, getting the spin interrupted. He's going to have to try to retreat, but Fade is there with the slide. Jumped onto by Brett Michaels. Daribo trying to get through here. Oh, Rabid Penguin with the peels. That's going to be enough for Sonya to get on out of there. And the brawls have been coming fast and furious here. But it looks like Team Happy Cloud are going to go ahead and pick up their first objective. There's the first interrupt from Tyrande. Psychic thinking about getting in range for another one. Mudge coming on through. Will not get there in time. So that's going to be the first point going over to Team Happy Cloud. And once again, it looks like we've got another huge invasion here. Mudge has to jump over the wall. Daribo spinning to win here, and that means Abathur is going to soak in the off lane versus this Urel. OJ Juice putting extra damage onto Mudge. Tyrande scouts the camp. Owl observation. Ornithologist crush up in here. We're going to see both teams go ahead and pick up their siege camps once again on cooldown. Bruiser camp's going to be up in about a minute to 45 seconds here. Daribo getting some big damage there. Fade is going to wait for the team to catch up here. Daribo could be in some trouble as Brett Michaels is starting to rotate in, and there it is. Brightwing rotating as well. The medallion is out, but the slide will come right after it. Knocked back. There's the polymorph, and I think Daribo survives this. Healing up. Oh, Brett Michaels taking a few extra tower shots there. Team Happy Cloud establishes presence on the point first. ReGen Phoenix, are they going to come in here or are they going to give this one up? They're behind in experience, so it looks like they are going to go ahead and give this one up. Psychic thinking about throwing an owl, just doesn't have it available, and that's going to be 2-0 on curse points here for Team Happy Cloud. ReGen Phoenix, Arya moving on up, getting a bit of extra experience for the team. As we can see here, it really is the hero kills that are keeping Team Happy Cloud ahead right now. It's pretty even on the minion experience and pretty close on the mercenaries as well. Level 10s have arrived for Team Happy Cloud. Thinking about their options here.
The tribute or face my curse. The choice is
Next curse is coming up. ReGen Phoenix going to have to contest this one. They're going to finish up their bruiser camp on the right-hand side. Team Happy Cloud going to do the same on the left. You see the heroics in for Team Happy Cloud. It is the Ardent Defender, the Blink Heal, Leaping Strike, Mosh Pit, and Valkyrie. For ReGen Phoenix, we're looking at the Avatar, Ultimate Evolution, Starfall, Cursed Bullet, and Sonya's still thinking about it. Team Happy Cloud, they're going to take the opportunity to grab this boss. ReGen Phoenix had to commit to the objective. Mudge and Rabid Penguin are going to start moving across. They may get here in time, but Sonya and Tyrande are going to be late. Mudge trying to survive for as long as possible. It's going to be double Murden on the point. Fade taking huge damage here from Rabid Penguin. Blink heal coming on out. Murden is pulled back, and it looks like this boss is going to leash. So nice job from ReGen Phoenix in actually denying this boss attempt. OJ Juice trying to get away from Daribo here. ETC is going to be the first to fall. Daribo having to peel away, realizing that not going to be able to catch Lunara. It's going to be 1-for-1 ETC for Sonya. But ReGen Phoenix, they managed to get the curse point and deny the boss attempt. All while Abathur doing Abathur things here in the off lane. So I'd give that exchange over to ReGen Phoenix for sure.
Shall we see who gathers enough tribute?
It was Wrath the Berserker picked up for Sonya to try to deal with the extra CC coming out from Team Happy Cloud. Oh no, Abathur taken out in the top lane by Bret Michaels and Delta. That's pretty important because we've got a tribute spawning here. Looks like Abathur will be up just a little bit after this point to start the hats, but does not have Ultimate Evolution for 25 seconds. Team Happy Cloud positioning very aggressively. But Mudge is in the background, going to try to deny any interrupts here. Abathur hat is online. Daribo hits the Berserker and is going to start moving in. Bret Michaels doesn't get the hit onto Rabid Penguin. Sonya just right in the thick of things. Mudge and Repsychic coming on up from the bottom lane. Daribo somehow staying alive. Repsychic is pushed away by OJ Juice. Now Daribo being chased down by Lunara. That slow is so deadly for Sonya. Mudge moving back, gets the stun and finds the kill onto Lunara. Tyrande taken out as well here. Team Happy Cloud looking to advance to find this kill onto Murden. Mudge doesn't have the jump and Murden's going to go down. Ultimate Evolution is about to expire. So Greymane having to retreat. Oh, the Valkyrie doesn't land onto Rabid Penguin, and that's going to be a curse going over to Team Happy Cloud. They've got the level 13 advantage. They've got the player advantage, and now they've got the curse. We'll see what they can do with it here. Looks like Galaxy Quest is going to maintain the bottom lane pressure. Lunara and Brightwing making their way back. We're going to see Yrel move up here. Abathur did dig on out of there to safety. Galaxy Quest looks like going to get this bottom fort for free. Is Lunara coming on down as well. Fade making sure Mudge doesn't do anything crazy like jump in. Rabid Penguin actually caught here. I don't think they were expecting the rotation from Lunara. The slow coming out is enough for Fade to catch up. And that's Greymane going down here once again. Bottom fort taken out here by Team Happy Cloud. Excuse me, goodness. Bret Michaels working on this mid fort here with the minion wave. And it looks like Team Happy Cloud will have the opportunity to finally take this bottom left boss as the curse expires. We see the Wisp on top of the right boss is going to catch Daribo. Team Happy Cloud, they've got to finish up this boss before they think about moving over. Fade is going to peel on out of there. OJ Juice trying to throw the last bit of poison, leave Delta here to cap, and it looks like it's going to be an attempted double boss play coming in for Team Happy Cloud. Fade is here, Brightwing is morphing in, Bret Michaels is here as well, and this is absolutely going to be contested. Fade moving on in here, going to get stunned, the curse bullet's going to land. Boss starting to leash here. ReGen Phoenix is turning this thing around. There's a lot of low health bars on the side of Team Happy Cloud. Stun is going to land onto Bret Michaels. Daribo is all over Galaxy Quest in the back line, but the damage just too much. Sonya succumbs to the members of Team Happy Cloud. Rabid Penguin, manages to avoid the Valkyrie, but it's Repsychic that gets hit. Mosh Pit will catch 3. Tyrande's going to go down here. There goes Greymane. Mudge jumps over the wall, but OJ Juice is on the chase. Getting stunned out here. Galaxy Quest trying to move in. The Fend is going to land, and that's going to be it for Murden. 4 members killed here by Team Happy Cloud, and they're going to go ahead and complete their double boss play. Bottom lane boss going to move onto this keep. There's a pretty hefty minion wave here. Sonya gonna head on down and try to clear this out. Probably gonna save this bottom keep. Fade, you have to be careful here. Brightwing using the teleport to heal up the tank. And there it is, double boss play completed by Team Happy Cloud. We see ReGen Phoenix just clearing up their lanes the best they can. They're in an increasingly tough spot here, down almost level 17 to 14. We see that hero experience and the mercenary cap experience for Team Happy Cloud is giving them a huge advantage. And with the structure advantage, about to go 6 to 3 here for Team Happy Cloud, the road to level 20 is a very long one for ReGen Phoenix.
The choice is simple.
All they can really do here is try to defend this push. Boss being worked on by Mudge. Urel coming on down from the mid lane to try to help out this this keep play. Level 15 about to be here for ReGen Phoenix, but they need a whole other level before they can find even talent here. Abathur gonna pop the extra Greymane. That's gonna be the cue for Team Happy Cloud to just back on out of here and let the clone expire. By the way, there's a tribute up. But only 0 points captured here for Team Happy Cloud, only 1 for ReGen Phoenix. So that's going to be initially interrupted by the Toronto Owl, but very quickly picked up by Team Happy Cloud. Moving as a group now, finding level 18, looking for any opportunity to fight. Left side Siege going to get picked up here. Left side Bruiser, the next option for Team Happy Cloud. ReGen Phoenix just trying to get their lanes in check. Bottom lane is caught up. Mid lane gonna have to be cleaned up here by Daribo. ReGen Phoenix just needs space to move. They need these lanes pushed out so that they can move without being seen. Left side Bruiser going to be picked up by Happy Cloud. We're still about a minute and a half away from bottom left boss being available. Bret Michaels moving in very aggressively. Daribo spots Urel, thinking about moving in here, already pops the Berserker. Does not get to land the Ancient Spear, is going to be pushed back, and I think that's going to be Berserker taken away here. Oh, a big slide onto Sonya, pushing Daribo back. The Polymorph follow-up. Leaping Strike is going to be enough. The Mosh Pit onto 2, and there's no interrupts available. That's Taronda down. Mudge looks like he's going to get on out of there. Abathur clone trying to push back Team Happy Cloud. Clone is taken out here. And they've got a Bruiser camp, Team Happy Cloud does. They're going to push this mid lane. Well, Brightwing comes on up to deny Mudge the cap here. Now is going to warp on down and aid this push. Murden going to have to come on back and try to help this defense. Doesn't even have time to pick up the tribute. Wasn't sure where Brightwing was. Mid keep is going to go down here. Bret Michaels already working on the bottom keep. Bruiser is starting to move on to core. We're looking at late level 19 to 16. Team Happy Cloud about to go on a huge experience advantage here. But not going to throw on the core here. One thing that can happen there, you think you're very ahead, you're about to go 20 to 17, you're thinking about a 5v5 core. But if you throw there, the late game hero kills, the catch-up kills are just so impactful in terms of experience that you want to take things slow. Hey, Bonkai. I got my flu shot today, so my body's kind of rough right now. So the exercise stuff is going to come back on Thursday, don't worry. Boss play being attempted. ReGen Phoenix, they've got to move in here. This is a tough fight to take, but it's the only one they've got. Valkyrie going to come on out onto the Abathur clone. Good pickup there by Arya to soak that heroic. As OJ Juice repositioning with that leaping strike. ReGen Phoenix with a great engage here. They're looking to find this kill onto Bret Michaels. The Seraphim is enough to get Urel on out of there. Great disengage there coming in from Team Happy Cloud.
Gather tribute. Earn my favor.
We're gonna have a tribute here. Once again, ReGen Phoenix are forced into this next fight. They're gonna try to control the vision, but here comes the Wisp to scout that out. And here we go. Abathur clone not up for 30 seconds. It looks like ReGen Phoenix do not have the ability to fight here. They're just going to have to give up this curse and hope that they can defend. Or are they going to move in? Without the Abathur clone, this is going to be real tough. Mosh onto the back. Polymorph onto Mudge as well. That's so much damage with Psychic. And Rabid Penguin going down here. Deribo just wailing away onto Galaxy Quest, but ultimately going down. There goes Mudge. And it looks like Team Happy Cloud are going to surge onto the core and surge onto the 2-0 victory in this series. Just looking great throughout that game. The Abathur strats just didn't quite come out ahead there for ReGen Phoenix. And this is going to be the 2-0 for Team Happy Cloud. Well played from both sides. Great, great stuff. GG. There it is, 19 kills to 2 there for Team Happy Cloud. A dominant performance on Cursed Hollow. Taken a lot of advantage of the Brightwing global presence to tilt those fights. The Lunara slow into the ETC stun was just too much to deal with there for ReGen Phoenix, and it is a 2-0 series victory. Galaxy Quest on the Cassia, leading the way on the hero damage, 53,000. It was Arya on the Abathur, actually leading the way on hero damage for ReGen Phoenix, 35k for the Slug. Nicely done there for sure. Grab a quick look at the endgame talents, and then we'll see if we can get an interview with our victors. Alrighty. Good pair of games there. By the way, Alarnus, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate the support. We're going to see if we can get ourselves an interview here with Team Happy Cloud after their 2-0. Just bring up my stats here. There we go. We'll see if we can get someone in here. And there we go. Brett Michaels and Delta, thank you very much for joining me. Congratulations on the 2-0.
How's it going? Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Going great. Pretty strong series coming out there. Game number 1. Pretty close throughout. It looked like ReGen Phoenix had you on the ropes there through the early and the mid game. What sort of adjustments were you guys looking to make as that game went on to that would help you snowball to the victory there?
Yeah, definitely a really close game 1. Little sketchy, admittedly. I think the biggest thing is that we have a Johanna who does nothing until 10. She doesn't really have an engage. It was really hard. They're really good at punishing us in the early game. I mean, Garrosh has a lot more kill pressure than early game Johanna, in our opinion, or in my opinion. At least.
Okay.
And yeah, I think that was probably a big part of it. It's just that we have ults at that point.
Yeah, they were able to punish us really hard with the Lunara poke, the Lucio healing. If it turned into a poke war, they were going to come out on top every single time, especially in the early game. So we kind of had to force the fights a little bit harder. And then, of course, the scaling helped, especially once Cassia could shred armor at 40, at 20, and make Garrosh not a factor anymore.
Yeah, definitely saw those late game team fights were absolutely starting to tilt into your favor there. One thing I did notice with a ton of those team fights was it seemed like every single Valkyrie was landing onto a key target. Is that Cassia for you guys? Is that a big comfort pick? Is that one that you're willing to take a lot of the time?
I think Cassia's still really strong. Like I don't know why she's not being picked up more. I think she's gonna want to play in CCL. Yeah, I think she's good. And she was pretty good against like what they had too. When you first, I don't know if Rainer was first pick or.
Rainer was the first pick in that draft, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Cassia's pretty good at can trade into Raynor pretty well.
Okay.
It's hard to step up into a garage, but
Definitely
she's strong.
tough. A little bit tough into the Garrosh for sure, but yeah, that armor shred at 20 definitely made it look a lot simpler at that point in the game. So you pick up the win there on Dragonshire, heading into Cursed Hollow. Things were looking pretty normal there until that Abathur last pick. Was that something in the back of your minds as a possibility as that draft went on, or did that kind of catch you by surprise?
Delta, did you notice that they play on the third? I didn't.
We discussed taking it early and kind of identified it as not a priority for us. I'd say it caught us a little bit by surprise. We were expecting a little bit of a classic damage dealer, although we were kind of anticipating that perhaps it would be a global, perhaps a Falstad or something else to match the Brightwing. So Abathur made sense, I think. And we were able to match that with our global presence pretty well.
Okay. It seemed like a big part of especially the early game plan there was moving in onto Greymane. You guys found a lot of kills onto Greymane there in the early game. With Greymane going down early, did you find that the team fight from ReGen Phoenix kind of fell apart? Or was there another sort of key in that fight that you were looking for in terms of heroics used or positioning?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're playing around clone a lot of the time.
Okay.
So I think like we're like, oh, they use clone. Let's just leave. We walk away now. We go do something else, and then we re-engage with like moral with ult advantage. I think I don't know. I thought Sonya was kind of was definitely dealing the damage there. Ahead in Sonya can be a little scary, but I think with like between a slide and a poly and a URL knockback, we were keeping them checked pretty well. I feel. I don't know. What are your thoughts, Delta? Anything?
Yeah, they were able to apply a lot of pressure to both our tank with the Tyrande armor reduction and the Muradin damage and Greymane driving in, as well as Sonya jumping on our backline. So a lot of time in our team fights, our attention were kind of split, and we had to adapt to that a little bit. So I think they had tools beyond Greymane. Even if we were able to find a pick on Greymane early, they could match us again as 5 and still apply pressure in the next fight.
Yeah, good insight there for sure. So coming into this match, one thing I definitely noticed about A East was how closely everyone was together with just wins and losses. Like there was a 2-win difference between the two teams tonight, and it was 2nd seed versus 7th seed. So this has been a very, very close division, but the domination tonight pretty well locks you in to at least like a top 3 seed heading into the playoffs. Are there any matchups you're looking forward to? Any rematches from the regular season that you're hoping come through in the playoffs?
I mean, let's see.
Personally, I'm excited for Caffeinated Knights. I mean, they're scary. They're one of the best teams out there, but they were our week 1 opponent, and at that point we were still kind of figuring out who we were as a team, and it's kind of tricky to really put much stock in a week 1 match and translate that to where we end up at the end of the season. So I think it's going to be really tough, but I'm very interested to see how that matches up.
Yeah, I think we're really focusing on like just trying to take the championship this season. I think like a lot of the drafts we're playing recently are, we're trying some new things and seeing what's working and not. We've been doing a lot of scrims. I think it's probably the most serious we've taken a season. So yeah, it's kind of cool to see that hard work pay off. So yeah, we still got a lot of things where tricks up our sleeve and things we haven't shown yet, which is pretty cool. So excited for it.
Yeah, fantastic to hear. Looking strong going into the playoffs. Looking to take off the top dog. Excellent to hear. All right, well, Brett and Delta, thank you very much for joining me. Are there any shout-outs you'd like to make before we close things down here?
I'll let Delta do the shout-outs. He's good at those.
I mean, the team, obviously. Brett for being a fantastic captain and doing all the dirty work that none of the rest of us want to do. OJ for absolutely dominating on Lunara in Game 2. Galaxy for being a dirty Cassia one trick, and of course our tank and shot caller Fade, all playing tonight, as well as the subs who have played this season, Kenji and Confused. Couldn't ask for a better group of people to play the game with. And thank you very much for the cast. I'm looking forward to watching it.
Oh, my pleasure entirely. I love getting out here and casting as much as I can, especially in such a competitive division as this one. It's been a pleasure to watch and a pleasure to cast for sure.
And shout out to ReGen Phoenix as well. That was a really fun series. We always like playing against you guys, so hope we meet again in the playoffs. And shout out to Delta for keeping our HP pools high.
Fantastic. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining me, and good luck going forward into the playoffs.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You as well.